Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member Michaud, and members of the committee, thank you for holding today's hearing on to examine bureaucratic barriers to health care for veterans. I will focus my remarks on the very complex subject of organizational impediments in the Veterans Health Administration that are not conducive to the delivery of good health care to veterans. In my written statement, which I ask be made a part of the record,
without objection, all of your statements will be entered into the record.
I make 4 specific recommendations to improve organizational alignment in VHA. But in this oral statement, I want to address just one, and it's probably the one that is most disturbing to veterans in Congress, and that's a failure of ethics. There is a pervasive VA culture that puts personal gain and the system over the needs of the veteran, and this is wrong. And I want to make 2 points to the committee. Let's not have Congress and VA just put Band-Aids on the current crisis without resolving the systemic causes. And 2, I believe any long-term solution must include a culture and organizational assessment by a nationally recognized company. The current crisis differs from previous VA crises by the fact that it reflects a serious cultural deficit throughout VA at certain levels of management. This is anathema to the culture of what should be at VA. Now, I want to emphasize and make it clear that from my experience at VA, I found the vast majority of VA employees to be competent, professional, and dedicated to the primary mission of serving veterans. But the culture at certain management levels reflects an attitude of personal gain over service to veterans. Some major changes are required. But before making any major changes, I propose in my written statement that VA be directed to contract with a nationally recognized company to conduct a top-to-bottom assessment of the current culture. A gap analysis can then be performed to determine the current state and then what is needed to move the VA system to a veteran-centric 21st century system. The experience will be influenced by what I will call the voice of the veteran, which essentially is direct veteran input into what this culture should look like going forward. If Congress or VA fails to seize the once-in-a-generation opportunity to deliver a modern VA healthcare and benefits system, we will all be back in this hearing room in the future lamenting the then-current crisis. Mr. Chairman, this concludes my oral statement. I'd be glad to answer any questions. Thank you.